Alrighty. Good morning, evening, afternoon, etc., etc., etc. How are we doing today? Doing alright? Okay. Get in the game screen. I don't think I checked. Okay, okay. It looks like everything's okay. I didn't look first today. Good. Yep. Everything looks okay. Excellent. So what did I do? I just finished 4.2, I think. Tidings from the east. Yes. So this is the very first part of 4.2. Cedric, great timing. I was just about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm's done wonder for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made. We have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has also agreed that we're to maintain a presence at Ragar's Reach. At least we'll continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration. And I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. Not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's, Shanti's daughter. You know, the half-dead one? For whatever reason, the Kalyana thought she was the best candidate. Which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola. She still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Cedric, there you are. Alpino Alize, is everything alright? We received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that, she didn't say, only that we should come to Kugane right away. I had a mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Alize is determined to make it a party of 3. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister. I've quite given up trying to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You'll be joining us, I trust? Huh. I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, if this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices. Oh, I'm gonna turn that on if I'm gonna teleport from forever. Action expansion is level 8. Crest, do we have a crest? That. Anyway, who got it? Who got it? Bum bum bum. All right, see what's happening in here. Huh. That's a great earring. Is that an earring? Hairpin?
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
No problem. What's good?
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yuguri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
Oh. Okay.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor.
Ooh, a rumor.
Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugane to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual.
Huh?
The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
What?
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her.
We all did.
We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor
Right?
am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu.
Yeah, that's very true.
But a woman who resembles
What's up?
Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Oh, a Rogan samurai, you say?
He's alive.
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Yeah, it is. That's a very important.
Informed Lord Helen?
That's very important information.
Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
We would.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day.
Right?
But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them.
Yeah, right.
I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Right. I forget what point it is. That's after. That's after Tsukiyomi, though, right? I'm pretty sure. Alright, we'll find Gosetsu together. I don't.
Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help.
I was thinking about that while watching the quest list. When
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we
do
cannot
people start
abandon him to
disappearing?
the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not, but I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy.
Mm-hmm.
You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garlean's movements and more besides.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. What's that face? It's not a good face. The informant awaits your 4.4. Okay. Yeah, so after Tsukiyomi. The informant awaits your pleasure in the back streets of Sanjo Hanamachi. From its shining facade to its dark underbelly, few know Kugane as intimately as he. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you in your quest, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should your search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail. I'll give Sorobon a hand. If he's providing us a ship, the least we can do is supply the provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. A welcome offer and an excellent plan. Without further ado, then, let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hanamachi. Boop, boop. All the way back there. Alright. Actually. Yeah. Yeah. I see. Yeah, the burn is in 4.4. That's what I... Whoops. Like, I knew some people were gone by then. By the time the dungeon came around. This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It has been a while, my friends. Yes, a long while indeed. Oh no. He's the best informant? I knew it. Kyoto, any funny business and you know what will happen, I trust? No funny business, only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course. Such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I've half a mind to call you Lise. Have a mind to call Lise. No, Lise, I beg you, no boots. I would tell everything I know, free of charge. The Empire searches for Yotsuyu, high and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help, they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. And have you decisive information? Were the two individuals cited here indeed Gosetsu and Yotsuyu? Alas, see them with my own eyes? I did not, but the Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But here's something they do not know. A rumor which you find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly Rogadin samurai appeared on Kugane Dore with a beauteous maiden, and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. 'Twas no common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship. Well, that is interesting, assuming it's true. Did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of Shofuku Shichiten. Now, why would that be, I wonder? If I don't know better, I think he'd lent you money. He will help you, I'm certain. While you speak with him, I will make contact with my Garlean connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure, but is it wise to let the Namazu out of our sight? No, he'll betray us. No more betrayals, no more boots. To divide our forces is simply more efficient. He's right. Given the urgency, we would do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision. Yes. We will go together, and there will be no boots. Let's be about it, then. Good luck with the katana. Shall we reconvene at the pier later on? Fragrant as the Ruby Bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. I believe Alisaie has her task well in hand. Shall we seek out the pawnbroker? Yes. Yes, we shall. I learned greeting. What? Let's just greet. Okay. Everything in order? Then let us proceed to Kugane Dori and find the master of Shofuku Ichiten. Welcome, good sir, welcome. Will you be buying or... Ah, so you've heard tell of the Rogan Samurai's katana. Small wonder, it is a final example of its kind. One moment. Nailed it. There, I hope you found our pawnbroker? That's definitely it. Excellent work, Cedric, and that is the katana. Done. I can tell right there by the hilt. There can be no doubt. It is Gosetsu's blade. The craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you would be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand it is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. The blade represents conclusive proof of Gosetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered a necessary cost in securing a safe return. It is not a decision I can make alone, least of all when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. I get you. I'll cover it. Aye, my friend. Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Gosetsu is alive and well. Yugiri, wait. The Scions will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Alfino, your kindness is touching, truly. Yet in matters of coin, would Mrs. Tataru not expect to be consulted? Come now, our friend would never have relinquished his blade were the need not great. Are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I'm sure Tataru will wholeheartedly agree. It's settled then. You have made a wise choice, my friend. Such pieces are few and far between. Now if you would be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. If I may ask, sir, after he visited your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He is our friend, and we would return his weapon to him. A friend of yours, you say? I see. Well then, I suppose there can be no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with the requested sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango. My dealer recommended those served at the Umineko tea house, and thither did they set off. Clamoring for dango? Can these truly be the same people? It makes no sense. Some manner of code, perhaps, but it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up their trail. Bum, bum, bum. But of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? The most beautiful girl you'll ever see, scoffing down dango as if her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what he expected, I'll wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea. Out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Shiokaze hostelry, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. So Gosetsu makes for Doma. But this woman who travels with him, the more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she can truly be Yotsuyu. About that. Gosetsu's trail leads to the sea, and that is where Yugiri would go. All doubts remain over the identity of Gosetsu's traveling companion. For now, we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier and make ready to sail. With luck, Alize will already have joined Master Soroban and Master Tataru there. Here too. Do 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 do. Excellent timing, my friends. Mr. Salazar arrived mere moments ago. All went well at my end. Gyoto met with an Imperial officer and wheedled his way to some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kagane came directly from Garlemald. The Imperials based here have been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they'd picked up Gosetsu's trail. Then your information matches ours. We're quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross to the mainland. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You used Scion funds to buy Gosetsu's katana at the asking price? Alright, well, we were in some haste, and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract of sale. Price see it that the man is paid. Doll's beard. You agree to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alpino, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I should call upon you as soon as I return. First, let's go to the Ruby Price. If Gosetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him. Oh, it's shiny time. Tataru seemed rather vexed, did she not? Ever the melodramatist. I'm sure our finances can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. Ah, but I digress. We have work to do. It's not about the money. That is a little bit. It's about paying full price, sir.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh,
What's going on out there?
what are these outfits?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans.
Oh.
The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
No. We're gonna do the opposite. Yeah, let's shoot that thing down from here.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy. But with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless...
Unless Gesetsu and
Unless
notes.
Yotsuyu is on that island.
Yep.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
Yep. That's also true.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Huh? There it is.
Come.
I don't need to swim, I can fly. Why would you do this to me?
Your defense
Dude.
is nothing. Leave this to me.
Oh. Uh-oh. Sorry, Confederate Lancer. Do. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. Then you. Then you. And you. Here for the old man? Heck yeah, I am.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Oof. You're not in good shape.
Is he all right?
Gozetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan. Eliminate hostiles. All forces, attack!
Good luck with that. How dare you? Uh-oh. Help! 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 Ugh. Self-detonate. Excuse me? Don't you dare. There we go. Yeah. Cedric, draw the armor this way. Which way? Oh, into the thing? Yeah. Sounds good. Get in here. What? Self-detonate. Already? Oh, it's slowed though. Losers. Done. Problem solved. What? I faced a lot of these. I think I was in it. Oh, okay. No stunning it, huh? I didn't get out. No, I could stay in it.
The art of my forebears.
How many more of these guys are there? Oh, dang. You just messed him up. Holy shnikes. $20 to Starstorm. Nice. Forgive you. What?
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating.
Good.
I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Hmm.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
What is happening?
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below.
Oh.
We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts.
What absolute luck.
Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
Hi to you, Cat.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it
Witchcraft.
offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, and I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
I guess that makes some logical sense.
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Just this once. Saving their butts. As Tansui says, we should move on. It would not do for Yotsuyu to be seen here. Now, if I know my sister, she'll be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm right. Thank you, Papa. Yeah. Dum, dum, dum. It's Setsu. Thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. It was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Cedric is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings? You tell me you've lost your memory. That's fine, but I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you. Not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you sure they're your friends? I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear. Alright, if you say so. Right. 'Tis past time we set sail. I, for one, will not keep Lord Hien waiting without due cause. Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget, the Red Kojin bear no love for Yotsuyu either. I shall deliver you to familiar shores near Isari, but out of the villagers' sight. That's a good idea. We should not have her interacting with the people around here. Here's where we part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Cedric, when you're not otherwise occupied, I would speak with you about my next business venture. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore the smile to Mistress Tatsuru's face. I'll come along. Tatsuru was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Kosetsu's is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Soroban's, you will give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us, after all. As for me, I think I shall look at drawing upon my personal funds. That's a good idea. What is this? This is the Four Lords, I think, right? Yeah. We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is cleared. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able and join me in the outskirts of Namai. Do. All is well? Good, the others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, please. Ugh. Oh.
My Lord Hien, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Setsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
Nice. Ow.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications.
Yeah, I'd say.
Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
And
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
well, that's a good point.
Nay, it'll end with her capture or her death.
Are you a friend too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away.
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel.
Quite the conundrum.
If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Right. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly, at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they... Yeah. Oh. I got it. I got it. Should they so desire it, there's a place here where for those who fled to Eorzea. Oh, yeah. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien. I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gosetsu and Nigiri would be back by now. They are. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh? He was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord, but I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad to help. I search without. Mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I would join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you would be better able to coordinate our response. Huh. There I was, thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on then, I will mind the house. Ugh. Yeah, I got this one. You seek the captain? He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone. As it happens, he did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him, but I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. I don't think he's referring to being old. Captain Dufuya? He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty would be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Alize when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? A little bit. The captain went outside some few bells ago, and looking quite unwell, I am sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu. Straightway struck out after him. I hope they would all be alright. Gosetsu too? Thank you. By the way. It seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Cedric. Alphinaud and I shall hold the fort. Oh, over there? Cool. What are you doing, bruh?
By the Kami, your Lord Ian, leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
What? What happened, bruh?
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
Uh-huh.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
Oh.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment.
You're what now?
Her father was a regular client of mine.
I'm sure.
Quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. She may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness.
I'm sure there was.
Given up on life.
What?
She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her.
I mean, yeah, her dad sold her to you.
Popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became.
You sure do.
Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath, then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
No.
I am in your debt.
is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. We're back. I thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. I will not presume to defend the life Jifuyu led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. You should condemn it, though. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. It is, though. It is, though. I will say this. The Jifuyu I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. You can absolutely condemn him running that establishment. You know, you're in charge. There are things you can do about that. The Empire is on the move, and Hien would not be caught on the back foot. While we were out searching for Jifuyu, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Huh? Ah, kits. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. May it be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Fluminus. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out in force, it will only end one way, so we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri, Cedric, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Got it, bro. Alize and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the land of our friends and allies. We'd be glad of the help. You're acquainted with Hakuro, I believe? Then I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. Have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well, we should depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You will remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Cedric and Yugiri. Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. The Castrum Fluminus, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. Who am I to judge? Only the guy in charge of everything. Kinda nuts. Yep. I think perhaps the guy I don't know why I'm flying all around. I think perhaps the guy in charge would be able to judge about somebody's past. You know? Oh, nuts. Come. Bruh. You didn't have to go that way. I'll move this stuff so you don't have to go across my desk next time. But don't be a butt nuts, okay? It was my turn for a cat to run across the desk. He wanted to look out the window. That's the first time he's done that while I'm on here, at least. There's a bookcase right next to the window on the other side. He was going there first, but I had stuff on it, so I think he chose not to. Even though the desk has much more stuff on it. He's just a butt. It's back here. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await from them inside the castrum. They're flying in here like they still own the place. What?
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
Sign of peace? They don't come to attack?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
I don't recommend that at all. Blast them out of the sky.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Save us the trouble. Oh boy.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
Plenipotentiary?
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I did not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it.
There's no strife here. Get out.
I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, his radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
I'm sure that's what you're here for. And that's all you're here for, right?
Well then, We have much to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Nigiri, pray go on ahead to the Yuzuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. Ba-ba. Bam 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 ba-da-dam, bam 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 bam. Let's see. A long way to go there. Do do do. I'm ready for the weekend again. Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. I'm like, work has been pretty good this week somehow, but I'm still ready for my days off. And we're gonna get, if you haven't seen, there's a variant booster out. There's a grocery store nearby that does it. Planning on getting that here soon. Which work provides 3 days off for. Well, they used to be paid. Now they're unpaid days off. But you know, can turn it into a 5-day weekend if we want to at any time. There you are, Cedric. So first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say, I'm quite proud of what my countrymen would have accomplished in the time. We even have an 8th right now, courtesy of Onishishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it was the Warrior of Light's seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. Yeah, we want to get the variant booster for Omicron specifically. Especially since we're trying to go to a concert in a month in Philly. Oh god, who knows. So we'd like to be boosted before that. Luckily they came out with this variant. But on the matter at hand, the ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I'm not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel easy about speaking for the science, Alphino and Alize will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. Oh, very well. It promises to be a dull affair, to be sure, but you've survived far worse. When you're ready, come and join me at humble abode, the Kian-kan. The guardsmen will see you in. Yeah. I'm excited for that concert. It'll be the first time seeing this group. We were supposed to go to one in July, but we did not go. It was the second time we would be able to see them. But you know, then the whole band got COVID. So, like, 5 days later. So, I'm pretty sure they got it there. New York City. Lord Heon is expecting you. May I show you in? Yeah. Well, well, well. We don't have cushions though, at least. Like.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Unless
it's also a lie.
I am mistaken. Such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Dorma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Dorma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that's not bullshit at all.
Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory.
It's been a little bit too far, huh?
While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons.
Okay.
Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Dorma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays.
Oh, like the Guardians?
Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Haha, the shade. Hit him with that shade, Heon.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed, many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
Yeah.
A
How about
tragic
that?
state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear.
Oh, are you sure?
Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
Oh, that makes sense to me.
I cannot blame you for doubting us.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
There's what he's looking for. Whoa, whoa. Amazing skill.
Under
Thank you very much.
Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial Army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
You absolute liar.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
Nope. Get out. Yosin Kugane.
You shall be our honored guests.
Ooh. That makes sense.
Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
Looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
This whole thing stinks. Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all. But on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had naught to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yotsu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. Correct. You think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps, and I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yotsu may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alfino, you're well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed. Well, it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in Imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on the chance to secure their repatriation. Only the Kami know when I will be afforded another. But, ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. Please. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Cedric, let's leave Alfino to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone is still sore from being made to watch it. Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alize company. We are safe enough for now. Okay. Do. Okay. I already forget if I did it or not. A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Cedric. Well, hello there, Felix. What? How's it going? But no weapons are drawn, the negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question, what to do while they prattle on. We're working here on finishing up, trying to get through 4.2 right now. I was pondering how best to make use of your reprieve from, yeah. Oh no, almost 2 a.m. I've been there, man. I've been there so many times. So many times. Many times where I've just, like, given up on the sleep. And gone and worked another full day without any rest at all. It's rough. Market board savage. There you go. I haven't been doing enough of that lately. My money's slowly dwindling away. Alright, for one of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the new... Why, thank you for the follow, too. 2 a.m. Let's see. Since I got 7. That's somewhere in the European regions? What say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, and it's not as if we'll be missed here, or will we? Cedric, a moment if you would. No, thank you. Well, I mean, all I can do is guess that it's about to be 8 p.m. here. That makes it 9 a.m. JST, so somewhere in the middle, right? Yugiri and Asahi, was it? You have some business with Cedric? Business? No. Pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed Slayer of Gods and Champion of Eorzea. It's truly an honor. Let's see, GMT... I'm GMT plus... or... -5. -4. Daylight savings time. So I went based off of that. Such heartfelt admiration. Nice. That's very cool, man. Welcome to the show. Such heartfelt admiration, one could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, is that so strange? May have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. Unless you forget this is my homeland, it would be remiss of me not to at least thank him for containing the threat posed by the Kojine's vile icon. Now if I may continue, as we speak, Lord Hien deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort, the excursion would be all the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. Great job. The ambassador has the right of it. He does not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? I guess so. A moment to sneeze. Oh, my nose again. I have been through... Was it? I don't remember what airport it was. Thank you. I made a stop in airport there on the way to Bahrain when I went to meet my submarine. So from transferring from one plane to the other, I've been technically inside Germany. Technically, inside a single airport in Germany for like an hour, something like that. In that case, I will join you as well. There is naught else to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision. I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. It's settled then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yanxia. Might we start at the town of Monzen? I would see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well, if you will follow me. My nose was stuffed, so I used spray. And since I used spray, it's just dripping. Because it hates me. Oh, I should... I don't feel like touching all the 8th rates right now. I'll touch this one though. This is my alt character to replay the main story quests. I know I could do New Game Plus, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. I just put a little work into it in Vroid Studio. I was using animes too for I upgraded to upgrade. I got VC face. Now he moves a lot better than in my old ones. Took me quite a bit of time, but to work it out well. But this is version 2. Version 3 is in the works. This is version 2. Honored hero, you seek passage across the One River. I do. Let me out. I kind of hate getting around Yanxia. Only because of this. Only because to fly from here to here, you have to go like this, or just teleport. So you're in 14 too, as well, huh? Are you all caught up on everything? Or are you working your way through the MSQ still? Yeah, can this truly be Monzen? I'm completely caught up. Very nice. Yeah, I've caught up. Last week I've finally caught up on main. I didn't play for a few months. Like 6. I finished 6.0 and we didn't play for a while, and then came back and started a Cedric here, replay the main story quest, and then in the last 2 weeks I caught up to 6.1 and 6.2. In general, let's see, when did I start? Almost 4 years ago, was it? About 4 years ago? I came back to the game in the middle of Stormblood, and I've been playing since then. I started 14 when 2.0 came out. I hit max level, finished the MSQ, and then went back to playing World of Warcraft. Can this truly be Monzen, home to the cream of Doma Samurai? I had heard that Yotsu had intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. So yeah, I've got lots of time into it. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up and protest. It was folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective. She wasn't worried about governing anybody, Asahi. The sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for reconstruction efforts should not prove difficult. Once our nations are formally at peace, of course. Oh, wow. Very nice. Yeah. If I didn't have, like, here's the thing, right? I love 14 much more. If I didn't have the World of Warcraft guild I was doing stuff with, yeah, I know. Well, that mostly came by way of no longer having anything to do, and well, as I didn't have a guild anymore, and I didn't feel like looking for one. Like, I played Legion by myself, basically. Did, you know, looking for raid, to do all the raid stuff in it, eventually. I don't think I even did everything. Ooh, yes, thank you. The sooner we can begin to make amends for the senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction efforts should not prove difficult. Once our nations are firmly at peace, of course. Yeah, sure, Asahi. Sure, Asahi. Yeah. Yes, of course. If you would have a better view of what remains of the castle, we must proceed through the ruins. Yeah. It's Asahi. Yeah, I think I said before, like, oh, it's the big fate. You know? Huh? Yeah, that's the scam likely call from Roswell, New Mexico. It's the aliens. It is a travesty, a travesty. I remember the keep being so beautiful. In the light of the setting sun, one would swear it was a flame. Yeah, I get you about Warcraft. Man, I like Pandaria was like the peak for me. Basically. I enjoyed Legion, of course, but Pandaria was like the peak. Huh? Yeah, of course. It was a travesty. A travesty. Scam likely again? From Roswell, New Mexico again? I don't know anybody in New Mexico, so if it's so important, they can leave a message. Yeah, like I said, Legion was fun, but that's when, that's like my schedule changed and I couldn't raid, and then the guild, was in shambles. So. Oh no, wait, the end of Draenor. The end of Warlords was the one. It was a travesty, travesty. Oh yeah. I did read that already. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we rebuild it one day when we have finished helping our people to rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularis. The needs of the people must, of course, come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to my seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Namai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. Wah. By river, yes. If you follow me, I will ready our boat. He moved on through me. Alright. Right over here. Right. Oh. Dude. What is happening? I do not know anybody in New Mexico. Call as many times as like, oh, it's a fight. Tiny time. Huh? No. I've never known anybody in New Mexico. Huh? Oh. I've had this phone number since... when? 12 years? I've had this phone number for like 12 years. Ready to cast off? Yeah, let's see what I'm fighting. Yeah.
Oh.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Spoofy. I haven't been able to watch enough Spoofy. I gotta watch more. She's usually on like right now, right? Oh no. Red Kojin.
Are you alright?
Hmm? Huh.
Hi.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too. I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
I'd say mostly the story. I
It seems they won't go quiet.
haven't done any
And neither will we.
I haven't done any like what is it? Like any of the newest extremes or savages I've never done. Like the current ones. Yeah, no, I haven't done that at all. I don't really have a group. I'm interested in it, but like I don't have the people kind of group to do stuff with. So mostly I just work on level and everything, achievements, main story, side stories. You know, spend a lot of time in Boja. That kind of thing.
Leave this to me.
Leave this to you. Okay. Oh, they're in trouble. Got fully burned. Oh no. Got fully burned out from Savage. I can see that happening. Well, it's not quite the commitment other games have, but it's still quite the commitment, right? Being in a static. Ultimates always look amazing. I don't know, like, if I have the skill level or time to put into that. I would love to, though. I guess if I made it part of my weekend group, you know. That's perfect. It's always more about the fun than it is anything else. That's like my Warcraft guild. Could we barely put together 10 people sometimes? Sure. But it was a good time. Sometimes frustrating, but mostly a good time. There we go. Been trying to get a couple friends into the game. I don't think it's gonna happen, but been trying anyway. Whoa.
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Yeah. That's true. There is data center traveling now.
Thank you, sir.
I just don't have a yeah. I'd have to look for a group. And I'd have to find out if they were cool.
You saved us again.
And all that kind of thing.
If you're ever passing through Elfland to look us up, you'll always be welcome.
And then, like, this is pre-work, before work right now. My days off are, I work overnight, so my days off, I'm up in the middle of the night.
Goodness, we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsu.
If
so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
The Empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Yeah, that's why, like, if I could go in with a group of people I knew were cool,
Be so pointed?
I would definitely try it.
If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiance.
I have, you know, the performance anxiety a little bit. Even though, like, I'm quite confident in my skills, I don't want to be that guy.
I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without. But if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
You're not going to change the Empire, bro. The Empire will never change.
Never? I wonder, would you have said the same of Ishgard? Believe what you will, but I assure you, the Empire can change.
Just consider me omniscient. The Empire will not change. It'll just be crumbled into dust. Oh, goodness. Dear me. Yeah, like this thing. I need a group of people that I can feel, yeah, comfortable. Yeah, right. Dear me, I had hoped to convey my views on our nation's shared hopes under more peaceable circumstances. Yet, this regrettable little interlude did afford me a chance to see the famed hero of Eorzea in action. And few Imperial soldiers can say that. At least a few who lived to tell the tale. Really? We're gonna make it? It's gonna be real close. I'm not sure if I can finish up before I gotta go. Well, after the ordeal, I believe it may time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord? But what of Namai? You seem so eager to observe the villages just going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am, but I rather doubt the good people of Namai would take kindly to the sight of a man in imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however, thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord Hien will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. The Enclave. Okay, I can go right there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Kojin may well have overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead. Lord Hien is expecting you. I remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Doom, 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 doom. Oh wow, let me do that from that far away? Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yansha. I had hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakazuki, but I gather your time was well spent. Telling Ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please, tell us how it all unfolded. The Red Kojin here? Have there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yansha, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off. But tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you have always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? Nope. And the question of what his true intention may be remains. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game, for now at least. Well, forswearing summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in the first place, which just leaves the matter somewhat thornier question of how to police the Red Kojin. It was with that very question in mind that I sought Alphino's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we have identified a workable solution. As you recall, Susanoo was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault on the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of aether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends, the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with Bunchin and his people, and with their support, I am quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon this Susanoo. And one of the prisoners. They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is all we can do to help the popularis garner favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? A past mistake which I would see put right. One which has weighed heavy on my mind. Past mistake, huh?
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company.
Oh. Secret, huh?
The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river.
Wow.
Yet here you are.
Going for it.
The living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
Oh.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please. What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie?
That's a complicated question. Gosetsu.
Or those who commanded them to do so?
Both. Both, Gosetsu.
With both, I would say.
Yes. Okay, yes.
All have a conscience, and all must choose.
Yeah, I love this part so much.
With no memory of who she is or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
Ian's pretty good.
You truly think it the will of the Kami?
Yeah, it has been a long time since we've had any interaction with him, isn't it?
If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard.
I feel like that's what you wanted to test the whole
Coming out of
time.
the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Garleans shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
You have to put energy drink.
Thank you, my lord.
I was gonna do that.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough.
I don't know if I'm gonna. If this doesn't take much, I will try to wrap this up before I go today.
Setsu not seem strange to you?
He is a little strange.
Sympathy for your Tsuyu apart, I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet.
Yeah.
He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade.
He's in bad shape.
Though I suppose if he and Yotsu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Something I do. There are a couple things I want to do though. At some point, I want to do Palace of the Dead. I have it on high, like the solo clears. I want to do that, and I also sometime soonish want to work on Crystalline Conflict. I want to learn PvP a little bit. Yeah, I know what I'm getting into. I understand. It's wild. I understand it's rough, but it's something I want to do. That's the kind of thing I love to do. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I love to do. I love to prove my basically mastery over a job, that kind of thing. Like I got to 169, huh? Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I have to figure out what jobs I want to go as, work on learning it, that kind of thing. I have to know it perfectly, right? Gotta be able to react perfectly to everything that happens. I would do it on main, of course, which I have like a ton of supplies on for it, so I'm not gonna start fresh here with Cedric on it. But figure out what job I want to do and all that, I guess I gotta do. And figure out when I want to start working on it. With Yotsuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through. I technically have 6 minutes left, but I want to finish this. I don't have to do much to get ready for work today, so.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha.
All right. Yeah, I hope you can pass out and rest well, get over the insomnia. Yeah, so the next 2 days I'll be on at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Times. What does that make it for you? You're like +6 from me? Right? Yes, you're +6. That's like 4 a.m. My Thursday and Friday, yeah, I'm on at like 4 a.m. for you. But back on Saturday, I'll be on at 10:30 p.m. your time. If I get it right. 12:30 p.m. 12:30 p.m. Not p.m. a.m. 12:30 in the morning. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So you're already used to our time zone kind of thing. Yeah. Good deal. All right. Yep. So, yeah, my days off, I play, what is it, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. your time, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I'm back on Saturday through today, Saturday through Wednesday. I play at 12:30 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. your time. All right, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. See you soon. Have a good one. Pass out well.
You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all. If her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
We sure will.
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango?
Daydreaming of Dango.
How dreadful.
That's what Suyu loves right now. Dango. He daydreams of Dango. Yeah.
Very well.
That's all she thinks about right
In
now.
light of our recent
Yeah.
in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased.
Oh no.
Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
No harm in him seeing her. I gotta take an allergy pill. Oh. That has to be what it is because it was way too warm to be a temperature thing. Right. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the problem is. Ba-bum. Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should calm yourself. Go Setsu. 1 second, I gotta sneeze and set my alarm. Maybe no sneeze. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. He's just checking in. He's got to see to it that he understands the situation. I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. A part of me hoped your stories of her condition were just that, but alas, it is as you say. Tsuyu, do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I'm a stranger to her. That much was clear to me from a single look. I leave her in your care. As you wish. Now, if you'll excuse me, my superiors are long overdue a report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement, of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yansha. This will take time, of course. Of course, you may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threat of the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there's one other matter. I'm informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young domans from a band of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, there is no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain, be it at the hands of the Kojin, or indeed the Empire. I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may yet be hope for us all. Uh-huh. Till we meet again. Gosetsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahi to a proper farewell. Sure. Ian. The ambassador's airship waits at Clastrum Fluminous. Let us be off. I need to check my actual follower count. It'd be nice to be fit. I'm at halfway. It'd be nice to be at the halfway point, but this is tracked by Streamlabs, and I think some people like immediately unfollowed.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you do.
Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure?
Was this that scene where he shows his true colors?
I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha.
Uh-huh. I was just keeping an eye on you. This is the scene that's hilarious as a Lalafell, right? As he like kneels in you. There it is.
Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
Uh-huh.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught.
Uh-huh.
For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
Righteous, huh?
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors!
Right?
Be glad I grant you this mercy.
Although it was probably mostly his parents' fault for trying to get in good.
forgotten. Reinforcements? No, just one. Cut him down.
Yeah, good luck with that. I couldn't cut him down. He had to cut himself down. Hmm. He's a weird guy.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising.
Let's just have their swords.
Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne?
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Oh.
Is that what they say?
That is what they say. I see. So Xenos himself did it.
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the crown bloody prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
Mm-hmm.
That was Lord Xenos.
We get it. You're in love with Lord Xenos.
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me.
Uh-huh.
Go on. Lash out like the beast you are. At an emissary. And jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire.
Don't worry about it, bro. I don't need to. I'll handle you when it's time. You racist bastard.
My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance.
His radiance was snuffed out, bro.
I will cherish this moment. Lock it away within my heart. Until the day we meet again.
Bye. Bye. Oh, hey, it's nuts again. Don't, buddy. Don't, buddy. I moved that stuff so you can get on the bookshelf. Does it go across the desk again? Right, come on, Ian. We gotta finish this up. Wrap this up, Ian.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Oh, it sure was, but don't worry about it. He's just a little scrub.
Of all the memories to witness.
Right?
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Yugiri. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
Yeah. There's something more important to get done first.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
Why do I look so depressed? It makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long, only to drop it right before the very end? Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, it is possible emotions simply get the better of him. Remaining calm around the man who slew his lord will have taken its toll. Whatever the explanation, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Koji must be placed under surveillance and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange, but you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of the exchange draws near, we will call for you. Okay. I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we would be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or to help usher in lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of the situation, mayhap it would be best if we remained in Kugane. Agreed. Between Yotsuyu's amnesia and Asahi's dubious agenda, I'd say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through the sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. To Kugane, then. Tetru and the others must know of what transpired here. Okay. Ugh. I'm okay, sir. Thank you. You didn't get scared and run away this time, nuts? You didn't run away from my sneezes this time? Going a good bit over here today, but it's alright. As long as this doesn't go like forever, I should be okay. My, it seems you're all in quite the predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma? Now, rest assured you'll be the first to know. Yes, of course. We're discussing ideas to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that all can wait if any urgent news should come through the office. How about that? I wish to apologize, Tetru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. That's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If Sorbonne's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Cedric should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. Why me? Take it from Alfino. He did it. Forgive me, Cedric. It would seem I've unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I'll pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything in monetary value, knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhap Riol and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chance of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. Though there's even the faintest chance that a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, What choice have we but to try? Lord Hien had the right of it. Asahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game for now. Okay, all done, right? Nice. Aiming. Bum 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 bum. No meanwhile. No meanwhile. Ah. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord would be most pleased. Everything is going according to plan. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
No.
Yes, we were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that's exactly your point, isn't it?
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, why? Give me a warning that it's gonna be 15 minutes. Alright.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Oh, yeah.
Fine, now leave me.
Well, would you look at that? What a surprise. Yeah, we did it. There's 4.2 done. I can continue on to 4.3 next time. Which I may be doing. I may or may not do tomorrow. Let's see. I thought about main time tomorrow. Doing, what do I need to do? The Alliance Raid? And Pandemonium? We gotta work on that stuff. The Alliance Raid. Ugh. What are we calling it? Yeah, you too. Hopefully work is, chill today. We'll see what happens. It'll be nice to not have to suffer on the last day. But it's been a good week so far. So, yep, I'll catch you again next time. You know the deal, 10 p.m. tomorrow night, Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Either main or maybe I'll run Cedric and just burn through the rest of, maybe burn through the rest of, Stormblood. Probably not all of it though in 4 hours, but or maybe just extend and burn through the rest of it. We'll see. Anyway, catch you next time. Peace out. Bye.